Well, Frank looks as calm and as confident as he always does on these occasions. And the one thing you can always bet is he's 100% fit. Right, let's go to our MC, Mike Goodall.
My lords, ladies and gentlemen, live on BBC Television Sports Night, this is the main event of the evening from Birmingham's NEC Arena, promoted by National Promotions and sponsored by Joe Bloggs, who proudly present an international heavyweight contest of 10 3-minute rounds between, in the blue corner, wearing the purple and white trunks, from New Jersey in the USA, his professional record of 31 contests, has 20 wins, 11 losses, 14 wins coming by way of KO. A welcome please for Jesse the Boogeyman Ferguson! And in the red corner, wearing the red, white and blue trunks from London, a former ABA champion with a professional record from 40 contests of 36 wins, 4 losses, 35 wins coming by way of KO, the former undefeated heavyweight champion of Europe, Frank Bruno! At today's weigh-in, Ferguson scaled 17 stone 6 pounds, Bruno 17 stone 2 pounds. The officials for this contest, the steward in charge, Mr. Charles Giles and Mr. David Roden, the timekeeper, Mr. Brian Heath of Sutton Coldfield, the referee, Mr. John Coyle of Wolverhampton.
Frank looks across at what can only be described as the portly figure of Jesse Ferguson, 17 and a half stone almost, a few pounds heavier than Frank himself, who's 2 pounds heavier tonight than he was against Lennox Lewis in October. Scheduled for 10 rounds. And Bruno psychs himself up with a little touch of the gloves before he goes to work. Bow took 2 rounds to get rid of Ferguson. For this fight, Bruno went back to his old training haunt at the Springs Hydro in Leicestershire after having trained at home for the Lennox Lewis fight. There have been 3 world title defeats now for Frank. The first from Tim Witherspoon, and then from Mike Tyson, and then in the last fight from Lennox Lewis. But every time, amazingly, this man has picked himself up physically and psychologically and moved on. And all the scoring punches in these opening couple of minutes coming from Bruno. And Big Jesse is looking a little unsteady on his pins. Oh my word, he's not going to go over in one, is he? He's up at 6. Bruno hitting him down on the back of the neck. You get told about that. The rabbit punch, that is illegal. Frank's going for the big win here. He wants to beat Riddick Bowe. And Ferguson is offering nothing in resistance. He's got a lump coming up at the side of his left eye. Ferguson has gone down for the second time. Well, All I can say is that Bruno's going in doing his stuff, and Ferguson is woefully vulnerable, woefully weak, and he's gone inside a round, and that takes some believing. That was never on the cards before the fight. One expected Ferguson to put up some sort of show, but when you look at his physical condition, the huge corporation, the fact he's come in at 17, almost 17 and a half stone, he's 8 pounds heavier than he was in his last fight against Ray Mercer, and much heavier than that when he fought against Riddick Bowe. So Ferguson, I don't think, was in ideal shape, and certainly when you look at this sort of stuff, you realise he couldn't be. These are not great punches from Bruno. These are hitting him on the top of the head. Everyone on the top of the head. Never got a clean shot at his chin at all. The last was a rabbit punch. He got up at 6 from that. But he looked totally lost from the first assault. And this time he had a bump coming up by his left eye. And it all came to an end inside a round. I suppose it'll go down as a good Bruno victory, but it's a pathetic Ferguson performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the 2 minutes, 22 seconds of the first round, the referee, Don Coyle, stopped the contest. Ferguson being in no position to continue. The winner, Frank Bruno!
Well, quite a few people have paid anything up to £100 to watch that tonight, and I don't think one of them will reckon they've got their money's worth. Laura Bruno, Frank's wife, is in the ring, looking a little happier tonight than she was the night he lost to Lennox Lewis. There she is. So, we have yet another Frank Bruno first round win. That's his 12th, by the way. His 12th one-round win in 41 professional fights. Not the quickest by a long way. Once had a 42nd win against Gilberto Acuna back in 1982. And tonight, Frank Bruno was celebrating almost exactly within a day 12 years as a professional. And the big man has come up alongside me. So I suppose I better do an interview. Where did you spring from, Frank?
I'm here, Harry.
Right. Frank Bruno's with us. Now then.
Yeah, no problem.
It won't take you long to tell me about that. Yeah. So tell me about it.
I was trying to measure him up with the left hand. I know it's George and Keith and John was telling me to try and be cool, and I caught him over the head, the top of the temple with the right hand. His legs went a little bit, and I got a little bit sort of like carried away, but I thank God that one's over, Harry. Do
you think that's the Ferguson you expected to fight?
Harry, you would have said that if he would have took me 8 rounds and 10 rounds, like a lot of people said he was going to do. The Boxing News said he's going to take me 6 rounds. This one said he's going to take me 7 rounds, but he takes everybody else a distance, except Riddick Bowe, and he gives him a hard trouble. So I was expecting hard trouble.
The only thing I would say to you is he didn't look like a man who trained properly. I mean, he's got a huge
properly, Harry, because in most of his fights he looks a little bit, but he came in tonight a little bit heavy, trying to push me back a little bit, to bulk up, to push me back, but he didn't do that.
The other thing I have to say to you is that all those punches, I mean, we've just watched the replay of the first knockdown, and all those punches you landed were all hitting him on the top of the head or on the back of the head.
Hitting him on the side of the head,
never hit him on the chin.
No, they were hitting him on the side of the head, Harry. Once the referee warned me
an awful lot on the top as well.
Yeah, but what's the name? If he had me in that position, Harry, he would hit me at the back of my head. But I didn't hit him at the back of his head, I hit him at the side of his head.
Well, it's going to go down as one of your most sensational wins, that's obvious, because you've done a man very fast.
Not too many people have done that. Mike Tyson, thanks very much, mate. He took Mike Tyson 6 rounds. Ray Mercer, he took him distance twice, and I thought he beat him twice. He beat him once and got away with the decision, but recently he went the distance with Ray Mercer, and he was a full WBO champion, so I don't know why you're trying to put me down, Harry.
I'm not trying to put you down, I'm trying to sort out the facts of the fight, because it didn't look as though the man ever put up any sort of opposition.
Yeah, Harry, sometimes when you go in a fight, you go in there to win, no matter how you win, as long as you win, and if he would have done that to me, then you would have said, oh, Frank, it's time for you to call it a day. I've done it to him, Harry, so all I can be happy and answer your question.
What I'm saying is, I don't think you would go down from punches on the top of the head. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, I hope I don't, Harry, no more anyway. I hope I don't, no more. Hope I don't. But I'd like to say hello to everybody that's were looking after me. Mrs. Perger and Stephen Perger. And
Listen, when you get beaten, you take real punches, and you take them well, but
Yeah.
you take good punches. Now,
Right.
those sort of punches on the top of the head, to me, are not good punches.
You don't
I'm
think
not
they're
saying
good
you haven't done your job.
Yeah.
You've done your job. What I'm
Harry,
saying
you
is
need to put on
he
some gloves,
wasn't a
mate,
good
and see.
opponent for you.
He was a good opponent.
You think so?
You say he wasn't a
He
good
didn't look like a good opponent tonight.
Yeah, but Harry, on paper, yeah, he was a durable sort of guy. A lot of people said that he would have taken me 8 rounds or 6 rounds. He was durable, you know what I mean? People were thinking that he was going to beat me tonight. You know what I mean? And I beat him in 1 round. What more?
Well, I can't argue about
Mr.
that.
Harry Carpenter. I know your wife's here, you know what I mean? Everybody's here, but you're trying to... I beat him in 1 round. If I would have went 8
I'm trying to
rounds,
get the
still
listen,
would have sort of like...
I'm trying to get the
criticised
thing
me.
in perspective. That's
Yeah,
what
I'm trying to put it in perspective as well, Harry, you know what I mean? If I beat him in 1 round, if I'd have took him 8 rounds, you just said, Frank, I think it's about time for you to call it a day. I beat him in 1 round. What more do I need to do, Harry?
Okay. Now, from your point of view, it's a great win. I accept that totally.
Thank you very much, Harry.
What did Laura say to you when she got up in the ring?
Laura didn't get up there today, you know. I was looking
Yes, she
for her,
did.
but I
She was
didn't
in
see
there.
her.
She went up there.
Did she? Yeah, I didn't see her, Harry.
You missed
She's
her.
here, but I didn't see her, you know. But at the end of the day, Harry, I know you're trying to sort of like not the opponent. You cannot not the opponent because at the end of the day, he was a credible opponent, yeah? He may be 36, but if you look on his record and talk to professional people, he was expected to give me 6,
Absolutely.
8, or even go the distance with me.
Right.
I weren't expected to do that tonight. I've done that tonight, Harry, so I feel pretty happy, you know, because I got... Yes, I may not have gotten 8 rounds, but I won. Sorry to keep
Congratulations.
rabbiting,
And I'm going to get out before you take a shot at
No,
me.
I won't take a shot. Hello, everybody at Spring. Thank you very much, Harry. You take it easy. Nice one. Cheers. Nice one. All right, there.